Hi Team Gerwell, you are flipping in fifth with me, Mrs. G. Today we're going to be talking about Topic 7, Lesson 3, and today's learning target is, I can use reasoning to correctly place the decimal point in a quotient. We have some important notes that you need to write down today, and this first one is just a little reminder. What is the dividend, what is the divisor, and what is the quotient? So go ahead and write this down in your notes. Remember, the dividend is the number that's being divided by the divisor, and the answer is the quotient. Also write down in your notes today that when dividing, if the divisor is greater than the dividend, then the quotient will be less than 1. And another thing to write down in your notes, when dividing, if the divisor is less than 1, then the quotient will be greater than the dividend. Important things when we're talking about today's lesson. So here's today's story problem. How can you find the number of quarters in $15.50? Well, how is the value of a quarter written as a decimal? A quarter is worth 25 cents, or 25 hundredths if you're writing it as a decimal, because it's 25 pennies out of 100 pennies in a dollar. So $15.50 divided by 25 hundredths equals a quotient with the numbers 6, 2, and 0. So we can use number sense to decide where the decimal is written in this quotient. So here we have our problem again, and I want you to think about the relative size of the dividend and the divisor. I've already given you the numbers in the quotient because I just want you to figure out where the decimal point goes. So how does the dividend, $15.50, compare to 1? Well, $15.50 is greater than 1. So how does the divisor, 25 hundredths, compare to 1? 25 hundredths is less than 1. So since the dividend is greater than 1 and the divisor is less than 1, we know the quotient has to be larger than the dividend. So the only possible quotients here can either be 62 or 620. Using number sense and knowing that there are 4 quarters in $1, we can estimate that 4 times 15 equals 60 quarters in $15.50. So the decimal point will go between the 2 and the 0. Now you try. Here are tonight's practice problems. I've already given you the numbers that are in the quotient. You just need to figure out where does the decimal point belong in each quotient. Go ahead and stop the video now, write down these problems, fill in the decimal points, and then come back and see if you've put them in the right place. Okay, coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you have all of the decimal points written in red. Go back and check and make sure that your decimal points are in the right place. You can pause the video if it helps you. Okay, be sure you checked your work and you wrote how many you got correct. Be honest, this isn't for a grade. Fill out your self-reflection. Do you understand this completely? Do you think you got it, or are you completely confused? And then fill in any space for any questions you still have if you are confused. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.